And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are playing Forest Village. Alright, I am kind of going around placing some resources here. I've got a warehouse right here. If I'm going to be building over here, I kind of want a few resources around. And why not have them a little closer by so they can deliver stuff a little faster. And then we can deplete these and then not worry about using this land for something. So yeah, there's a great stone deposit right here that I'm grabbing. This is actually almost out. So let's look at clay. There's a little bit back here that we can use. And then over here, there's a phenomenal little cluster of ore right here. So I'm looking at building a little ore mine right over here. Let's see what we can get this up to. I mean, look at that, 20,408. That is pretty darn good. I think it's probably the best that we can do. So let's go ahead and build that. And then we're going to build another one right back here. And see, let's see, 15, 16, 694. I'm thinking that's probably the best bet that we're going to be able to do. And then let's look at clay again. Yeah, I really wish the mod that I added that increased this would have been retroactive. A retroactive. Because then it would just been, really would not have mattered. Where we would have placed all of this stuff. Okay, so there's a bunch of stone right in here too. I mean, not super duper a lot, but because the maximum you can actually see what the maximum value is. So 9230 is probably our best bet. If you actually click on one, you can see 43,095 is the max, because I upped the, X and Y a little bit here. So instead of being a small, mine, it's a bigger one, but obviously it uses a bigger footprint. So you have to waste a little bit more of your space. And then with the impressive number of people that we have available that are unemployed, we are gonna mine this thing up. And hopefully be able to put the resources to good use. And then all the people in here will have something to do. Because most of the people that are in this neighborhood right here are unemployed laborers. And that is kind of an issue. So one thing we're going to want to do is get some wood. But wood is kind of plentiful. I could actually turn this little area in here to a forestry area. And, initially they wouldn't really have a whole lot to do. Not very many trees in the area, but they would get out and plant, and they would plant the heck out of this area, and that would be beneficial. So I think let's get a forester lodge. I kind of want to take that over a little bit. But let's see, that's the front. And we're going to plop you down. And the warehouse, yeah, warehouse is done. And it's already starting to get stone. As you can see, they're carrying about 32 stone at a trip. So now that the warehouse is ready to go, this stone quarry, this one, ore, slowly working it up here. Getting that forestry lodge is really cheap, but I'm hoping that all of the materials are there. Because if I remember right, these houses actually don't take any, they don't take any thatch to build, because the schools do, because they have a thatch roof, you can see, but these guys are a little bit higher on the tech level. Honestly, I kind of wish that this game expanded the tech levels a little bit. Like, eventually you could get into a more modern age. We've got a lot of material in here. We might want some logs or something. Yeah, these mines just take forever to get up to. Okay, so clay. We're gonna bump clay up. Oh, not 20,000. How about 10,000? So that'll put everybody here to work, and get me some clay in this warehouse. Can always add a warehouse too. So I want to get this forester up and running so he can start planting and harvesting trees. I could, you know, I could put one back in here somewhere, but we got all this land out here right now. I think is pretty good. Let's check this. Got a good amount of food. We got some tools. We got some warm clothes. Getting that stuff distributed in here is important, so they don't have to walk very far for that. Okay, so stone quarry is ready to go. So we're gonna go ahead and beef that up. This is going to be beefed up a little bit. So let's get people in on that. As they get done, we're gonna, you know, expand our horizons a little bit. And now that we're getting some even more stone, we got lots of stone going in here. Oh, this one's just about done as well. And then we got these 2 ore mines going in, and that should round out all the materials in this area pretty nicely. Now, when this gets done, it might override the roads that are right here. And I don't know how the game handles that. And of course, it's not an episode without a big thunderstorm, so there's that. So this person is probably the forester. Yep. And they're just going out, and very soon, this whole area that this thing covers is going to be just overgrown with trees, like absolutely overgrown. So that's pretty awesome. I could even like expand this out. Eventually I want to like create like a wall going around. Speaking of walls, I've been working slowly on my castle walls here. Let's kind of sneak in here if we can. Get a good view. Trying to expand these out. Come on, click. There we go. And right in... Oh, that's perfect right there. I like when that lines up fast. Yeah, I did post on the forums, like, I really wish there was a castle wall building mechanic where you could just click and drag the castle walls and have them line up and be perfectly spaced. That would be so monumentally helpful. Because otherwise you gotta, like, try to get the textures to line up, and it's just, like, kind of a nightmare. And this one, for some reason, lines up, but it expands itself out. So I'm just gonna roll with it. I'm not sure why it would do that, but I built a bathhouse back here. I kind of want to build another house, like a house back here, just in case. Yeah, right here. This is the tree I want. Oh, see, 41. That's not fully grown yet. Fully grown, this is about, I mean, 56, I think, or thereabouts, is a good spot to be. So how far out do I want to go with this? Well, the thing that will really dictate that is the actual house itself. This is like a many years long project getting this castle up and running. Okay, so I'm gonna sneak that back there and there. So that is the minimal footprint right there. Okay, and then this coming back, can this fit It actually can. That is glorious. Okay. So... I'm going to fit that one there, and I want to fit another one back here. See if I can get that to squish in. Oh, that's going to be the minimum size right there. So we're going to put that one in there. That's going to be plenty of housing for what I need up here. And I also, don't want to go too far because we're going to have we're going to have another tower on the corner, and then it's going to cut in and probably have a tower in the middle and another tower on this corner. And then this street coming through here, there's going to be another archway on this side. So we're going to have multiple, all 4 coordinates are going to have gates, which, I mean, isn't the most secure thing in the world, but, we're not, the watchtowers are going to take care of, everything that we need. And they're probably depleting the resources out of this pretty quickly. But we have this automatic delivery, and that might break now that our resources have sort of shifted a bit. Okay, so this, I want another 20, or another 12. And then, like, we're just gonna, like, ramp this up. Just ramp it up. Okay, stone is actually maxed. Amazingly, stone is maxed out. And we've already got some wood over here, which is also awesome. And you can see the trees that they're planting are already growing a little bit. And that is a giant, is that a moose? I think that's a moose. Yeah, I think that's a moose. Big old moose. So as the wilderness sort of takes over here, we'll actually get animals that are spawning in here. So we got to be careful. We got to be careful. I kind of want to start the main defense system for the village. And how is this doing? How is your production? Looks like you're at about 20 fish per season. Seems to be the average. We got one worker working here, so that's good. I finally built enough schools, so we got these 2 here. Oh, this right here is another stone quarry. So we got another 12 people to put to work there. And we still, even after all those people, we still have 259 unemployed workers. That's crazy. All right, the foresters are doing their thing, which is nice. And you can see with just the very beginnings, you zoom out here, you can kind of see there's a little bit there. So they're definitely planting trees. Here's some that are a little bit more grown. And they should line right up with that circle. Yeah, see, right in there. So if you have like a city and you want a little overgrown look, put a forestry lodge right in the smack middle of your city. And they should plant trees, everywhere that they can. And you should get sort of an overgrown look. And speaking of trees, I want to take out some of these in here because they're pretty good size. So we're going to take out some of those. There's a couple big ones in here that I want to check on. See, that's 56. That's what, and that one is also full grown. This one I don't think is. Yeah, see, that's 40. These are the same tree types. So this one's 56. This one's 40. That means, yeah, this one has a little growth. Oh, now it's 41. You can see it kind of grows up as you go. So did I, yeah, see, that's 56 there. How about this one back here? Oh, he's already coming down. We got a couple trees left in here, I think. Yeah, see, that one's left. I think this one's left, so that's good. Now, where are they taking the wood? He's taking it up here. That's okay. All right. So how much stone do we have? We have 25,000 stone. Clay is actually building up, but we are going through it really, really fast. Let's see. Resources. Clay. There's a little bit over here. So I might be able to grab all of this. And then grab all of this. So 7,000, 72, 73. That's about the max that I see there. So a lot of clay. You know, I'm surprised with clay being a resource in the game that you don't have like potters and, you know, we have kilns, but they just produce charcoal. I'm surprised we can't produce pottery in the game because that, I mean, obviously people, this is not an age where we have plastic bowls and cups, so, I mean, pottery was, that was the resource. That was the thing to use. Alright, so all the wood comes in here. I'm probably, yeah, consuming all the wood that I had. But we have a lot of houses to put in here, and that's going to chew up a lot of wood too. So let's grab all the wood from here. All the wood. All the trees. Some of them are full grown, some of them are not. We're just not going to discriminate. So, and they're not affected by the forester at all. So I don't want to waste, because if a tree falls and we're not actually chopping it down, all that wood is gone. I kind of wish that for at least maybe one season, a tree falls and leaves a little wood pile. And then one season goes by and then it would disappear. I think that would be kind of cool. Sort of simulate the fact that, well, the wood is still there, you know, and it's still good for a little while at least. Okay, so here comes the winter, so that should have cleared out. Yeah, all my apples. So there were 9,000 apples in there. All of them were erased, and we have gone down in 1 year about 10,000 fruit. And we have gone up in fruit pies. I mean, when we started this, we only had like 100 fruit pies, and we have 2,700 fruit pies now, which is glorious. And veggie pies are kind of, they're kind of hurting right now. But we've got lots and lots of vegetables. So let's make sure these houses are not actually stocking vegetables. Okay. That's good. Vegetable pie is good. Vegetable is bad. I'm glad that they know how to, you know, have preferences. Like they go for those high calorie foods right away. I could do another farm back here for vegetables, but let's you know, take a peek at our vegetables, see what they look like in the spring if we actually chew through all of them, and how they distribute those. Quite a lot of veggie pies. Let's go down to our neighborhood down here, check on our food. Okay, yeah, fruit pies, everything is good, looking good here. I'm manually moving tools and warm clothing over here. And you have nothing to do. And all of these also have nothing to do. So it might be time to build another row of houses back here. So with that, let's get the houses. Although it's like a nightmare to do this in the winter because you can't see the green It's really hard to see the green. Like, really, really hard to see. So that's that. Yeah, I can't actually see that. So this is the only thing about the game that really frustrates me. Is the winter time is nearly impossible to see what you're doing. Okay, I think that is good there. I'm actually going to pause this for a second. Let's see if I can't get this lined up. As you can see, this was bad placement. For some reason, I didn't leave a space in between there. It's just too bright. I can't tell. Can't tell where my numbers are and where they're not. Okay, so we're gonna have to not do that right now. I can't actually see what I'm doing, and that's a problem. I need to be able to place those. Otherwise, the roads get all messed up. Like the roads I have coming through the houses, they would just get all messed up. So, and it's just super duper bright, and I just can't see when it's this bright. Can't see the subtle green that I need to see. Okay, so now I'm consuming a little bit. So my workers, well, maybe not ore. Well, how much ore does this take? 140. Oh yeah. See, we have 158. So obviously, but when we upgrade it, it should consume that more ore and should be good to go. But that'll give us a good spacing for our roads and stuff. But yeah, so I'm gonna wait till springtime and then we'll come back and build some more and really ramp up production. I'm thinking they'll probably, well, I'm gonna have to keep an eye on food. But anyway, that'll do it for this episode, and I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.